When I talk to several people these days, they're thinking about, oh, I'm not really sure. It's very challenging. It's very difficult. I mean, which is true. Even me, I cannot say Atomy is, Atomy is so easy. Even to me, still this stage, it's hard because there's no answer for Atomy. Because every day you're dealing with different types of people, and different types of people will have a different types of issues. So there is no perfect solution in Atomy, but there is a reason why we shouldn't give up. Okay. So since I've been talking to several people, and many people are going through a lot of challenges, and before you making the decision, Atomy no more, before you deciding on that, let's go over some of the steps. Once you go over this step, you love Atomy again. Okay, so first thing first, 7 things to do when you want to give up. First, what do? Remember why you began in the first place. If you have written down your life scenario, just go back and look at your life scenario. If you look at the wheels, what you have created it, definitely you won't be, because there is no way you can fulfill what you have written down on the life scenario without getting a residual income from Atomy. So that is the importance for us, right? That is really important for us. Complete the life scenario, right? Complete life scenario. So if you're really having a hard time, so because of that, you even thinking of a slight of chance of giving up, then look back. Remember why you want to begin this Atomy journey or Atomy business in the first place. Just by looking at it, trust me. Okay, let me do it one more day. Let me do it another day. It will make you do it 3-4 months. Okay, second one, define why you want to give up. Okay, so you want to give up. Okay, fine. Maybe Atomy is too hard for you, too many rejection, but still find out why you want to give up. Maybe you just want to give up because too many rejections, but if you know why people rejecting, maybe you will think otherwise. People are not rejecting you. Don't take it personally. I read it. It's not from my experience. I also went through a hard time getting a lot of rejection from people. But I read a book by the John Maxwell, and he said, when people rejecting you, don't take it personally, because they're not rejecting you. They're rejecting the idea, or they're rejecting something that you're suggesting. So don't take it personally. They are rejecting at that moment because they don't know what exactly you're explaining, or maybe at that moment, something that you're suggesting, it's not important for them, which may true. You are trying to explain Atomy business opportunity. Oh, Atomy, you can make a residual income, but the person already getting a good income. So they say, oh, no, I don't need Atomy. They're not rejecting you. They're just rejecting the idea of getting a residual income. You are sharing Hemohim. Hemohim, amazing. This is the immune booster. Many people getting, but the person thinks that, I'm already have a good immune system, so I don't need this product. They are not rejecting you. They're just rejecting you. I don't want a Hemohim, just for that idea. So define why you want to give up. Rejection, when you remember, when people are rejecting, they're not rejecting you personally. They're rejecting the idea you're suggesting. Then you don't need to take it personally. And as we know, we heard it from many people who have shared in this meeting that people's personal situation changes. Before COVID, before pandemic, everybody was happy, everybody was being content with what they have. But pandemic happened. Why Atomy's revenue going up? Why more people willing to do Atomy, and why more people are joining meetings and all that? Because people's lifestyle has been changed and their financial situation has been changed. Right? So even people rejecting you, they're rejecting for certain reasons. They're not rejecting you personally. You're not a bad person. You haven't done anything wrong. So don't take it personally and don't give up for that reason. And visualize the finishing line. Imagine yourself. Let's say when I say 50,000, some people say, really? Okay, if it's too hard to imagine, just even 20,000. It's okay. Average 20,000. Okay, so if you're getting imagine yourself receiving the $20,000 every month to your bank account until you die. Okay, we're gonna live up to 100 years. We're okay with it. Okay, so we're gonna live up to 100 years, and if you can make that $20,000 coming into your bank account for next how many years? 60 years. How can you quit? How can you give up? Right? So because of that, 60 for me, the $50,000 can change our life tremendously, right? And it's not only for us. We can also inherit that income to our next generation. So when you're thinking about the finishing line, the thinking about even giving up will just disappear from your mind. And make a plan and have a backup plan. Make a plan. Once you have a plan, you know what action you need to take to make the plan. People don't have a plan, no action. Once people have a plan, they start actioning. Even you have a plan of making one member a day, or even if you have a plan for getting 10,000 PV a day, in order for you to get the result, you will do certain types of actions to do it. No plan, definitely no action. That's what I have seen from many people. Once you start action on it, probably the thought of giving up will disappear from your system. And this is where our meeting, like Atomy system, comes in. Find support from others. You have a sponsors, but don't share your struggle to your partners because you want to motivate your partners. Don't share your struggles to your partners. You can share to your sponsors. And if you're really, for me, let's say if I cannot even share to my sponsors, what I do, I want to see on your part who has the most hardest time building this company, running this company. See you on your part. Right? There are so many lectures available, and there are Dr. List lecture, which will really nurture you inside, which will really make you as a gentleman and ladies and gentlemen. So if you're having a hard time and thinking about, oh, is it really for me? Should I really go on with that to me? If you don't even want to talk to your sponsor, then there are so many good video available. Right? By See a Hungry Park. By listening to him, trust me, just by watching 2 or 3 lecture by See a Hungry Park, your energy or your passion for Atomy will live again. Okay, next one. Be grateful. Anything you want to do. Remember, I mentioned that I became with a new habit. I create a new habit that every night before I go to sleep, at least 1 or 2 things that I write it down, what I'm feeling grateful for. Then even if I have a horrible day, I'll be able to be thankful to God for what I have for that day, and I can be ready with a positive attitude for the next day. Yes, Atomy journey has been pretty harsh on you, and you got a lot of rejection, and you're not really seeing the results as you wanted. But there must be a lot of things that you can be grateful for. Atomy. There are many people around the world, they still don't know what is Atomy, but at least you know Atomy, and Atomy is a product. By using Atomy product, you are saving money instantly, and because of that, I'm sure many of you will agree that your health, your personal health has been improved tremendously. So even if you're giving up on Atomy business itself, we still be grateful for being introduced to Atomy product. So when you have those negative thoughts, think about all those small things that you should be grateful for. Oh, I'm grateful for my partner who encouraged me all the time. I'm grateful for my partner from the other line who always cheer me up. So think about all those positive things. Then all those negative thoughts in your mind will be disappear, and you will gain your passions for Atomy again. Last one, celebrate your victories. Victory is not about, oh, Maddie, sales master. But in order for Maddie to become a sales master, there must be a time that she signed up a first member and she made herself 300,000 and she got her first commission. Celebrate those small victories. Addition of small victories will eventually lead you to the destination you want to go. We're not going to be Imperial Master overnight. We're not going to become a Star Master overnight. It will take a time for us to be there. Oh, I'm not Sales Master yet. Oh, I'm not Auto Sales Master yet. But in order for you to go through that journey, you need to achieve certain amount of small victories. So celebrate. So, from now on, whoever wants to, because, when you do something and when you get cheers from others, you want to do more. So if you was able to register 1 member, just post it on your group chat. Oh, I was able to register 1 member. Please be happy for me. Then we'll be happy for you. Right? Even just registering 1 member, oh, that's a big thing. If you were able to register 8 people, please share So that can encourage yourself, and it also can motivate others. Oh, I was able to make partner making one commission. Okay, please share. So you can also utilize the group chat as those ways. So some people that they're not even joining the meeting, but they're still reading those messages. By reading it, oh, they're congratulating each other for receiving commission. Oh, now I want to receive that commission. So they get curious. Oh, they're talking about sales master. What is a sales master? So they're not, people are not joining meeting doesn't mean that they're not really doing it at me. Maybe there is some the personal obstacles, they won't be able to join at this time, but people who are on the group chat, they are checking. Right? So it is important for us what message we are posting it there. Let's try to post some encouraging messages which will motivate each other, and then even for yourself posting it there, it's a small victory for you, right? See, I went over 7 steps quickly, but if you go through all the steps, like I mentioned, no more. You're not going to think about quitting Atomy. Oh, no way. And one more thing. One common thing from the people who actually stopped doing it at me, I know several people actually who stopped doing it at me. You know what the common thing they say? Oh, I regret it. I regret of stopped doing it at me. Yes, I stopped doing it at me because it was hard for me to kind of overcome all those challenges at the time. But when I think back and when I think about all the reward I could get with Atomy, I regret it. But I tell them, if you regret it, then do it again. Right? Atomy is still growing, so do it again. But that's a common word I'm hearing from those people who stopped doing it Atomy. But I tell them, Atomy keep on growing. Atomy will open more than 60 countries, only 18 regions. See, Atomy is not even halfway there. So if you don't want to make yourself regret of quitting Atomy, just go over the list. Go over the list that I just went over. Then every day you'll be motivated, and every day you'll find a reason to share Atomy to many people that you know.